Okay guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Chris, here at the Rockabilly Customs channel. Today I am going to be working on the 6'4" Impala. So y'all saw in the last video where I rescued that car from getting crushed, and how that was about was it was actually in line to get crushed. If I did not go in right don't crush on it, the people that came in to crush the cars would have crushed this one. So sadly, the blue one that I was wanting to get quarter panels off got crushed, but it is what it is. Can't be crying over spilt coffee or tea or whatever you want to call it. So, but as far as this one, we're going to be taking the front end off of the car, take the hood off, the fenders, and the grill, maybe the bumper. Here's what I've been fighting. I had a few break off, like this one, and I think this one did it too. But oh, and I've got some inner fender ones too. They're breaking off, and this was part of a little flange. The flange it went away somewhere, but it's like one of the newer model clips that just clip in there and has a bolt on the, threaded on one side, and it's in your bolt through, especially on the Chevys. That's how this was, and it's breaking off, and when it's breaking off it's just spinning in there. So I gotta get up under here somehow. Well, I don't necessarily have to do that one, but this one I do. Yeah, I gotta get on there, and hope if that didn't break, hopefully it does not break. Get that off, and then I got a brace right there, got a bottom one right there, which truthfully I think the fender would come off with the fender liner, and then I could play with it from there. I'm sorry guys, I don't think y'all saw me get mad at this thing, but yeah, I ended up just cutting the damn grill off and I threw it right there because one, this grill was so messed up. There's pieces broken, it's already been warped, so it's going to be kind of difficult to fix it. But at the same time, this side has bolts in it, well this side did not. Now going back and investigating this, okay, yeah, the tops were there, I had to grind them out and knock them loose. Nothing I've done with that. I am not going to put flathead screws in this. I'm actually going to put either Phillips or an actual hex bolt in this damn thing, or Allen bolts. But going back to this, I ended up cutting this off because how the hell are you going to get down into there unless you got to take this whole thing off? So my lower trim, it has some dings in it already over there, especially because there's some damage over there. So yeah, I got one bolt, there's one cut, but I had this bolt undone. This one, I just don't see how I was going to get in there to that thing, so I just like, screw it, just cut it off. So when I put the grill, when I get the new one in and put it in here, I'll be damned if I put upside down bolts that you can't get to in here. Does that mean I'm going to not bolt it in fully? You bet your ass. Does it mean it's going to be secure in here? Yes, it will be secure. So now this side is perfectly fine. Let's go over to this side. It starts smoking on me because there is body filler behind here and there was not that many bolts in here. Now this is not for me. This is, like I said, previous damage, and there's a weld spot right in here, and yeah, it just looks ugly. Well, what's a good thing is I'll be able to fix this thing and spend time on. I might have to grind this weld down, make this metal just a little bit thinner back to what it originally was, and then from there I can probably hammer and dolly it and shape this metal back to where it was, so minimum body filler will go onto this. So now we got the grill off. Let's go over here and just see. Yeah, fender's not going to come off yet because I got a bolt hidden right there. I can actually access that pretty easily. So cool. I'll get my wrench out and then let's get to work. I think I just accidentally deleted some video content. I'm like, oh great, so I can't go back and get it, so sorry guys, but let me jump up at speed where I've been. I got the fenders off and a couple bolts messed up on me, and main ones are going to be the ones that go right into here on both sides, so I ended up having to cut them out. So yeah, the ends are kind of messed up a little bit on the inside, but yeah, see right there, but that's not a real problem. I can fix that, patch panel it, be good to go. My inner fenders, I really don't know. I don't know if I even will run them, to tell the truth. So, but let's go ahead and get the grill, the front end off, the cord support. Now, what I'm afraid is I got rot right here on the rails. So, okay, I gotta do this two-handed.
Okay, yes, I do have some rot up here on the frame. Now, let's kind of look, inspect. So, actually, I'm gonna get my broom. I have a little broom right here. So, that's not right. That plate should not be in here. So, I got a little bit of rot right here. And sand just keeps pouring out of there. Yeah. Got some rot right there. But I'm going back to this. I swearly hope that this frame's not bent. Because that plate right there tells me that that was used as a spacer. Why would you need a spacer? Because your frame's bent. Because that's not supposed to be in here, so someone came in and welded that in. Now, I don't want no jerry-rigging on this car at all. I want this car done correctly. So, and I see my lower control arm bent too. I got a bend right there. So the other side's straight. So yeah, lower control arms too are going to be replaced, at least on this side. Hell, well, yeah, I just replaced both of them. I mean, why the hell not? But, because I was thinking about just replace the bushings, and I might just replace the whole damn thing. Have new lower control arms in here, upper and lower. So, but yeah. So, but you come over to this side, I got a little bit of rot right here, which nothing back in there, so I'm fine with this. I can just take a plate and cut this out, put a new plate in, drill a hole in there where the hole should be, and do it for both sides, because you can see right here where it's supposed to meet up at. Draw that out with a piece of cardboard, cut that out a piece of metal, like, I don't know, 16 gauge or thicker. I don't know, I'll find the thickness of this frame and I'll patch it up with the same amount. So I have to come back here because my idler arm is not going to hold right there. So that breaks, your steering is going to just go everywhere. That's going to suck. So I'll come in, put a new plate right in here, come out to here. Dang. I don't know, I'm pausing because I'm just thinking. So that, or I'm just going to put a new end cap right here, like a whole new piece right there. So I don't know, I got to take it apart and address it and see what I can, what my options are. So, because there's supposed to be a box right here. Maybe I could just put a piece of metal, just cut it right there, cut it in the hair, and then weld a new brace on, like a complete new box on there, and still have it come out to here. Ugh. But front end's off. I gotta go to my grandfather's house, get another tire, because this one will not hold air that long at all. Clean my bolts up. I'm going to take the bolts that I pulled out of the core support, or not core support, the cowl, and yes, core support. And what goes in the fenders, I'm going to put the bolts that are good back in them so I don't lose where the locations are. So just look at this piece. I don't know, I might have some rot right there starting to form, but as my main piece right here, it looks really good. I don't see no major rot, which I don't know, when you get up under there, that might change. So my body bolts might be kind of fun to take off. Yeah. Ugh. And maybe I have a rot right here. Hey, one way to tell. Be right back. Screwdriver. This is a good way to tell. Okay, so I didn't go through it. So not going through it tells me at least the metal is not that weak. So That sounds really good still. So might not even change the firewall out, because what I was wanting to do is throw a flat firewall in here and put the Chevy bow tie right on the top. But if this firewall is in really good shape, I'm not going to mess with this at all. I will get rid of the heater, because I want AC in here. So I want to heat in an AC unit in this thing. And I had a 2005 Tahoe heater and AC unit. Thought it would fit under here. Hell no, the thing's just way too big for the dash of this car.
Okay guys, it's the very next day after cleaning out the getting the front end off, and I've been pressure washing this engine and degreasing it all morning, and I found out I do not have a 289. I actually have a 327 small block, so I'm so excited. I got a 327 in here. So if this engine is savable, I am going to be keeping this engine in this car. Just rebuild it, put it back in here, and have fun in it. Put a good size cam in this, get some good parts in here, hop it up just a little bit, not too much, but make it a good driver. So I got this head loose, well, the bolts loose on it. I just got to go ahead and take them out of the threads. I'm working on that side to do that one because I want to know what these pistons look like, and then we're going to get under there. Well, maybe not get under there today because the pressure washing, it's still wet down there, but I need to drop the oil plug and let the water and everything drain out of it. So okay, let's go ahead and take the other side off. There's what that one looks like hell, literally. The hell, I'm going to take a pressure wash and clean the pistons too. Yeah, they're gone. Hopefully this engine can be saved. I don't know 100% yet. Just come pull this side off. really don't want to touch that. There's a dirt dauber's nest. Alright, let's get the pressure washer and clean these things. I had to bore this thing out over 327. If we can save it, that's what I'm going to have done, is bore it out. But the last thing I'm going to have to do, if this motor cannot be saved whatsoever, then my only option is LS swap it, because I have an LS3 sitting here. I was told it's LS3. I don't know. It came out of a 2005 Chevy Tahoe. So it has about 130,000 miles on it. And I traded my motorcycle for that in the AC thing, which I don't know if I traded good or not. I don't know, I bought the motorcycle for $100 and just threw maybe $100 more into it, so basically $200 for a LS. I don't know, I think I did good. But that engine just sitting inside the shop on some cinder blocks and tires underneath that, so it'll be cushioned. This is not sitting just on cinder blocks. So, but if I cannot save this motor at all, then yeah, it's going to be replaced with an LS. Again, I don't want to do that. I want to keep this thing numbers matching, but it's just something we have to find out. So, and I kind of wonder if someone got this thing running before. Well, let's pull these out. We got those. Here's this one. Because I know some of these are bent. Like that one's really bent. See, like, yeah. Oh, that broke actually in there. Look at that. That broke. That's cool. They are hollow inside for oil to pass through. But yeah. Which I know I'm going to have to change those, because once I go a little bit bigger cam in this thing, if I can save it, and flat top pistons, it's all going to change. And I think I see something that's not good either. I think I have a hole in the piston. Yeah, look at that. A hole in that piston. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll pull the motor. I'm not going to be able to pull it today because my engine hoist is not going to go on that ground and be able to do good. It'll just sink right down in there because that ground's wet and it's soft. So until I get something there, like a piece of metal or a thick piece of wood there, and this motor's going to stay right here.
nothing scratchy. It's just my neighbors. But yeah, I made a heck of a mess out here, so I'm gonna have to clean the carport definitely once I get this out of here. But I ended up cutting 2 connecting rods. You can see right down there, that one's cut, and this one's cut right here, because I just cannot get to those bolts at all. You saw me trying to fiddle around with it. Cutting it was my last option. I've even tried air hammering the pistons down, backwards, see maybe I could work them loose. Nothing. So take them to the shop tomorrow and see if maybe they could come up with something. I don't know. I did get 1 piston out and 1's almost out. So I know 2 will move. I still got 6 more. But now my next step is to degrease this whole engine. So which I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm using Purple Power. So spray degreaser on this engine. And try to get it clean the best I can. I found a mouse nest in the back where the cam gear is to dry the distributor. Like, what the hell? I want to make sure I get in there, get all that grime and stuff out. Now my cam caps, I got them in order from first to last, so I need to make sure they stay that way when I put them up. Now looking at my crank actually looks really good for what I thought it would have been. I thought this thing would be completely trashed, but actually looks pretty good. So I'll take the crank down there. I'll even take the cam down there. The cam doesn't look that bad either. It's just I'm not going to use that style cam. That's stock OEM. I kind of want it to look a little bit. So yeah, I'll be using the same oil pan. I also got to take the heads down there and let them look at the heads and see if they can do something about the heads. If not, I'll see if a set of 350 heads will fit over onto the 327, because I do got a set of 350 heads sitting right over there. Let them clean them up and just open the airways a little bit on them if so. But only thing I'm going to want them to do is go through here, clean up the cylinder walls, and look at my cam bearings and possibly put new cam bearings in after they clean the block up pretty good, because I got that acid bath, the DAP, whatever it's called. They can go through here and clean it completely nice and clean, even though I am going to try to do my best on getting most of it out. So cool. Let this set for a few minutes and kind of keep it wet, and then take it over to there, move my pressure washer. Okay guys and girls, which I'm going to call y'all family from now on, I got the engine cleaned off at the best I can do. And I will say it looks 100% better than what it originally did. So it's not so greasy, not so grimy, and not so cement style of dirt. I mean, this dirt was as difficult as hell to get off. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll take the engine down to Self's Racing and we'll look at this thing. Hopefully it's buildable. From what I'm seeing for most of the part, it is. It's just like the very top of the pistons. That's the part where it's only scaring me at. Right here and in here. Real gritty, rusty. So hopefully Dan down there can fix this thing. But when you look around the shop, it's a mess. Got the 350 block set in there, got a cam over there, pieces all right there, and I got pieces laid out, which I'll tell you the truth, I'm going to bag them, but I'm not keeping them. There's no way I'm going to be using the same connector rods in there, so the only thing I'm going to be using is the block and hopefully the heads down there. So, because I want to keep this all numbers matching, but new pistons, new connecting rods, new bearings. I mean, everything in this thing is going to be new. Even though it had 31,000 miles on it, it's still set for 49 years. So, I'm going to basically leave this engine just sitting back here at the edge of this carport, and you can see all the dirt that was just here. And I got to figure out what's wrong with my pressure washer. The nozzle's messed up, and I got to figure out why is the nozzle messed up, because it's going and shutting off, going and shutting off. So, but guys and girls, family, yeah, I'm gonna start calling y'all family, because y'all accepted me and like family, and I can't be more happier than that on this YouTube channel. But that's going to be it on this episode of tearing the front end off of the car, pulling the motor and transmission, and tearing down this motor and getting it to the shop. Y'all will see in the next video of it when it's at the shop. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to record it getting worked on, because I'm not doing the work. Self-racing shop is going to be. So they're probably going to do it when I'm not there, which I'm perfectly fine with that, because I know they'll do 100% a grade A job, because they're the ones that did the work on the Maverick and helped me get it driving and running whenever I was 19, when I first built that car. So that's cool. Even got the rod to the oil or fuel pump, even though I'm not going to use the fuel pump, I use electronic. So it's cold enough I'm taking my breath out here. So, but okay, well guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all are new to the channel, make sure y'all hit subscribe so you can keep up with this Impala build. I'm definitely thrashing on that car to get it driving as fast as I can to hopefully make it to Power Tour. The Nissan, which I'm leaning against, I don't know what's going to happen to it right at the moment, because I want to paint the engine bay before I drop the motor back in. I probably will go ahead and order some parts to get that motor done, but as far as doing anything else major to the car, I don't know, because it's getting cold and I don't know if I'll be able to paint right now. So the car might be pushed out, then the Impala might be brought in, because I'm thrashing on that one, which that one is more metal work, suspension work, etc. It's not requiring a lot of paint, just some weld through primer, and I think I should be good on that one. Just heat it up with a heat gun and then spray it, and it should be able to work. So okay guys, well I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's not too long, and for the guys and girls that are new to the channel and that have subscribed to me, I want to personally say thank y'all. Thank you very much. Y'all helping me get to my goal of 1,000. So just slowly but surely I will get there. So guys, I'm gonna go turn the water off, take the trash to the curb, go inside, clean up, and maybe work on a video so I can have some memory on this GoPro, because I'm filling up the memory. I filled up 4 hours of working time on cleaning the car out and tearing it down. So hot damn, I need some bigger memory sticks. So okay guys, well I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Later. Okay guys, looking at this block, you see holes in some of them. I did get 4 pistons out, but as far as I can tell, I'm using it. So I'm using an old 1/2 inch drive into an old socket that I don't ever use, and I got this one because this is the one I cut. These are not. Now this one's bent because I've been hammering on this thing so freaking hard, and this is the other one that I cut. But I can move this piston back and forth with a hammer, but as far as pushing it further, I cannot. And a steep step right there, it's causing that sleeve to hit that, and it's not letting it come out. So guys, I don't know if I'll be able to save this engine And I'll tell you this, I don't want to do an LS swap. I want to keep it carbureted. I want to keep a 327 in there. So yeah, tell me in the comments, do you have any other way for me to get this damn pistons out? Or should I just say screw it? Now, one thing I did turn away from is, you see that right there? Right there is where my crank bearing goes. I knocked that corner off because when I hit this, I don't know if I can't explain it, but the hammer hit that. So, because I aimed down on it hard, when it did, bam, bam, like that, and I was like, shit. So, I don't know. Can that be fixed? Can that be saved? Or will I go ahead and spin a bearing around? Besides that, dude, this block's nice. Maybe, possibly just re-sleeve the thing. So yeah. Now, one thing I am right now, what I am considering, trash this block, get another 327 or a 350. Now granted, walk over here, I do have a 350 sitting right there, but I've already said that 350 is going for the S10. Then again, if I get another 350, I don't know, I don't care then. But we'll walk over here. I have the LS1. Fender just fell off. The main bolt didn't stay in like it should. Alright, check that for damage later on. But get back to this. This is my, it came out of a 2005 Chevy Tahoe, and I was told it's an LS1. I don't know for sure. I just know it's an LS. It's got aluminum heads. Has about 100,000 miles on it. It's not cracked. I told it wasn't using oil, and I told it wasn't leaking oil. So, but as you look, it's pretty damn dirty. But it's a complete engine. Everything's there. Now the idiot that did take this thing out broke a piece of the fan blade. Actually, it looks like it's been sawed off. I think I got this from a crackhead, to tell the truth. Then you come up here. Move the ECU over here. The fuel rails broke, so you need to replace the fuel rails and get a new fan blade on here, or just delete the fan and get electric pump and electric fans. But it has the compressor on it for AC. It has all the stuff to do it. So if you wanted to, you could literally take this motor and drop it in, go. It's missing the valve cover here, but it has oil in the engine. So I don't know why some stuff's taken off here. It just seems like, okay, if you're going to pull a motor, why is certain things missing? So it makes me think, crackhead probably grabbed this thing out and traded me. Now what I did was I traded that motorcycle that I had, that I spent $100 on, and maybe another $100 to paint it, all that stuff. I traded that for this and for this. And this is a heat and AC unit. And I'm going to try to make this work for the Impala, even though I know already it's too big, so maybe I could use the parts in it and redesign a case for it, and maybe I could make it fit in the Impala that way without modifying the firewall or anything like that too much. So and have modern air in there without spending the price of an aftermarket heat and AC unit like vintage air, so because I just don't have that money. So, but back to my idea. Do you think I could trade in this motor for a 327 up to a 400 small block with a standard transmission, or just with a transmission? Now, on the motor, I want the motor to be at least rebuildable, not cracked, not overheated, nothing like that, not torn up inside, just a good stock motor that needs to be rebuilt, that I can take and rebuild and put in the Impala. I will give y'all this block for that engine. This is a good running engine. I've been told these things, and on Marketplace they go for about $1,000 up to $1,200. Right now someone's selling one with the whole top gone, and he wants 800. So I figured, hell, 1,200 or 1,000 be good for me. And yeah, do it that way. But if someone comes along and trades me, I'd love to have another 327. That's what I want, a 327. I want something that went in the Impala originally and put the original cubic inch back into that Impala. But do that, get a transmission for it, rebuild that transmission or end motor, put in the Impala, and whoever can do that, I'll give you this engine.
So if anybody out there is wanting one, hit me up on Instagram or so. I know Big Block, you might be interested. Stuff at Cletus, you might if you will have a project. It's whatever. Or if any of y'all other guys like Monster Rust, if y'all know anybody that is looking for an LS and that has something that I'm wanting, hit me up, let me know. So guys, yeah, that engine's not going to the machine shop, so because I can't get a piston unstuck. I can't get 4 pistons unstuck, and they told me I have to have that out, or it's just a boat anchor. So it's a boat anchor. Damn. Or unless you have some other ideas. But there's the boat that I'm in. I know it's going to have to be resleeved. I know it's going to have to be bored over if it's savable. The pistons, the sleeves don't look that bad, to tell the truth. So, again, guys, spend all that time working on that engine and find out that I can't use it. Kind of biting the ass. But hey, that's what we're in this business for. So, guys, let me know in the comments of what y'all think, of what y'all can do. And if y'all know anything, hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a message, and I'll give y'all my number out there. I'm not giving it out here on YouTube, so I'll give y'all my number out personally over on like a direct message on Instagram or on Facebook or whatever. So guys, I'm gonna get out of here, and hey, y'all stay safe and enjoy these holidays that are coming up. So okay guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm tired of dealing with this damn motor. So we'll see what happens on the next one. Bye.
Stupid motor.